So Rob, when we're talking about a custom home, why would somebody choose to build a custom home? Why would somebody choose?
There's a lot of reasons. The number one, I think, is so you could have it exactly like you want it.
Yeah.
So you make the decisions. You design the home with the builder or your architect. You collaborate on it. You figure out how to fit what you want in your budget, and you get a house that suits your needs, and you're not buying something that you're trying to kind of fix into working for you. You're just building the house that you want. It's like it's the one time that you really get to decide everything that happens.
Right. So one of the things I know we've talked about is you really spend a lot of one-on-one time with your buyers.
Yeah, I do.
on home
I think it's important because it's very stressful building a house and making decisions on, room sizes and colors and fixtures and appliances, and like it could be overwhelming. So if you're already establishing this criteria with me, so when we go to those appointments, you're not just going in without me, at least not the first time. This way, because I know you better than this person that's sitting across from you that's helping you pick out your lighting package and stuff. So it helps for me to be there because I can talk to that person because I know that person and make sure that your wants and desires are basically communicated properly. So, if we can go buy land and build someone's house on it or find it together, we can acquire. If this isn't the lot, these are walkout lots up here. You get a beautiful view up here, and it's, if you want that for your future, or maybe you want a ranch that doesn't have a walkout basement, that's basically a slab, and you can have that too. We just have to find the right land in order for you to have that house, but it shouldn't deter you from building a custom home, because it really is just, it's still, we're all buying the materials from the same places. So it ends up that you're not paying more to have me. You're just getting more.
These lots are substantial. They're each one
Over
of them
an
are over an
acre.
acre.
Yeah.
1.3, 1.4.
You are not gonna hear your neighbors, and you're gonna have a beautiful view, which, we share the view up here because I live up here, so I'm kind of got a vested interest.
So one of the things you hear all the time is custom. Gosh, I can't afford custom.
Yeah, you do.
That's not true.
So, there's probably a handful of places to buy lumber, Carter Lumber and Lowe's and Home Depot and Menard. It all costs the same.
Yeah.
The building costs the same to build a house. It's the products that you put in it. It's what you choose. If your budget doesn't really support granite, then put laminate in, and then when you can, get a bonus or your income tax return, and you want to put granite in, it's easier to do that. Structurally, I would say, get as much as you can structurally for your money.
Yeah.
Because that is what costs the most to add later. But the square footage price, it all costs us all the same.
Tell me why would somebody pick Rob Capaldo?
You pick me because of the transparency, the fact, and you can call any person I've ever built a house for and get references and referrals. Like, it's about integrity and it's about money. You want to know how much your house costs, every penny.
Absolutely.
So that like, this is what this costs. And if somebody's not showing it to you on paper, then you don't really know what you're paying for.
One of the things that I love that we had talked about too is you really monitor that for your client.
I do.
So that's why you're going to help pick out cabinets and lighting. You know their
Right,
budget.
I do
and
know
your
it.
goal is to keep them in that. Or if they overpay on something, then you're going to find a way.
Yeah,
you gotta
sure.
cut somewhere else.
Right.
Having you there.
You
to
just have
guide
to
them.
qualify the estimate up front.
Yeah.
By having a long meeting with the drawings and talking about your expectations of what you want for your house, like what you want your house to be, so that I can build a budget around what you want, and then we go shopping and we put it all together based on that initial meeting and what your expectations are. And if maybe you know, you decided after that you wanted a faucet in your kitchen that was way more money, well, then we just need to try to cut back in other places. So
One of the things I also love is you took us to a cabinet
yeah, I
shop
did. Yeah.
where they actually make the kitchen cabinets or vanities on site.
Yeah.
And you've had a long-lasting relationship.
Like
with
almost
them.
20 years, Riceland Cabinets,
Riceland
Worcester,
Cabinets.
Ohio.
Yeah.
You know, right out of Ohio, and honestly, they don't cost any more than factory-made cabinets. Probably can't say craft-made, but they compete with craft-made, and craft-made is an expensive cabinet,
Yeah.
and they are not as custom as Riceland will do. They don't have fillers. Like, they're very, very much a high-end product at an affordable price.
Yeah.
And they care about their builders, and they want to do a good job.
Right. Right.
It doesn't cost you anything to sit down with me for an hour.
Absolutely.
Like, it's free advice, whether you're gonna, let's just say you're on the fence and you don't know what to do. I can give you an hour of my time, and it may help you, you know, in your search for a home. It might answer questions that you've never really, you don't know, and
Right.
it doesn't cost anything to get that advice.
And that is such a good point, because when you think of building a custom home, to me that's a little overwhelming.
Yeah,
All the
sure
choices,
it is.
all the decisions,
Right.
But to have you, that you've built many,
Right.
to have you to bounce those things off.
Yeah, and the
of
process,
and
you
do
know, the bank, and you know,
Right.
how does the builder get paid, and how do you pay? It's like, I know all of the answers to those questions.
Right.
Like, I can, you know, if you have anxiety about that, you won't when we're done talking about it, because you will know so much more about if this is for you or if it's not for you,
Yeah.
you know, because it will just, it's no different than buying a house. Building a house, it's really no different. There's draws, you pay interest on it, you know, until it converts, and it's very simple to understand.
Can you give a guesstimate? And I know this will always change, but how long does it take to build a custom home?
So
You're-
I can build a house in 6 to 12 months.
okay.
Almost any house, and I'm basing that off of the house that I just built here took about 6 months to build, 6.5, 7 max. And the biggest house I've ever built, which was 12,000 square feet in Plain City, and you can go visit it if you want, it took almost 12 months.
So Rob, I appreciate you coming and opening your home to us.
My
and letting
pleasure.
us- yeah, and you know, one thing that I love about this collaboration is your transparency, your integrity. I'm excited about this, and I thank you for joining me.
Yeah,
been a
thank
good
you.
conversation.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
let's
I'm
get these
looking, I'm
homes
excited.
sold. Let's do it.
Yeah.